We had an open mic a lot, but I'm a very strong personality, and I'll come up and put my arm around you when you're off base. And everybody will chuckle, and they'll go, uh-oh, I'm getting the hook. And I would protect them and love them and realign what they said and show them where they're over speaking or wherever they're, and I'd bring the word out, and we'd love them and encourage them and let them come back up another time. But I wouldn't be too ashamed to stand up and make sure that everybody understood what they said wasn't right. You get what I'm saying? So I was never afraid of an open mic. I actually love to give people a chance to express and stuff. If I perceived that you had a need to be up there and you were one of the first ones up there, always up there, and you started, and it was all about your charisma, and you can perceive without judging people, especially when you're in leadership. God gives you perceptions where you can see their motive. It's a scary thing. I don't really like it. I don't really want it, but I would never do it in public. I will make sure they're in secret, and I will ask them if there's any truth to my perceptions, and if I've judged you wrongly, please forgive me, but I'm concerned you have a need to have that mic. And I'll do that when nobody else is in the room. And I feel like you're getting a high off of that. I feel like you're feeling important when you're up there. And if that's the case, you shouldn't be up there. And I will love people like that. We had an open mic for years. It was interesting. We want people to grow. I would teach on tongues and interpretation. It was absolutely incredible. I would teach in the group on tongues and interpretations with an open mic. And I just asked Holy Spirit to come and let that gift flow so we could exercise and learn. And somebody would just tremble and start praying loud in tongues. Because I'm the leader and I'm in position, I would have to have the interpretation. It wasn't because I was over spiritual or more spiritual than the room. I'm just in the position to have to know. Because the Lord's using me as a tool to train. I know exactly what's being said in the tongue. It was fascinating. So then I say, okay, who has the interpretation? Well, of course I did, because I'm the pastor. But then somebody would be a little trembling and they'd say, and they'd say something that sounded spiritual and cool, but had nothing to do with what God was saying. And you had to learn to pastor that. And then I might say, Johnny, I feel like you're sitting on something in your heart. And he'll start to shake and cry a little. Johnny, just speak it out. Don't be afraid. It's not wrong to be wrong. Just speak it out. What are you hearing? And all of a sudden, Johnny will go, ba, 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 ba. And it's exactly what I heard. I've seen that countless times. I used to go around and pastor our home groups and lead and teach in the gifts, and God would use me to demonstrate that through the people, where the people were manifesting the gifts and I was just overseeing it. It doesn't make me more spiritual than anybody. It just means I'm in the position to have to hear. If he didn't let me hear, I'd hear nothing. He gets all the glory in every gifting. Are you with me? It doesn't make us extra spiritual. It just makes us obedient and faith-filled and gets us out of self-consciousness. But you can't like want that so bad because it'll make you feel qualified or impress people. That'll make it very hard to hear. You'll have a very hard time moving in the gifts if your motive isn't love. If you need to be recognized, if you just want people to dote over the gift, or, people do, we say, oh my gosh, they're the mail reader in the church. No, stop it. And then you bring in all your friends to that person. Hey, just tell them what you hear. And everybody's like, whoa. It's not healthy. I've never seen that healthy. It identifies people and labels people apart from sons. And then if it ain't crackling and flowing, you feel like something's wrong and you ain't in the niche where you should be. You see? I'm not sure how I got on that, but man, let's be healthy in this stuff. Let's be healthy in this stuff, because we should no longer be tossed by what everybody's saying, but speaking the truth in what? In love. Now, you don't have to agree with me, but I feel convicted that the last bunch of sessions we had, that's what we're doing. We're cheering people into what he paid for, what we're created to be, and what we can all walk in. And we're inviting everybody. Has that been the case? Is there anything I'm teaching that we can't walk in if we wrap faith around it and surrender? Is there anything I've preached that you're exempt from? Or are you invited into everything we've said all weekend? You get it? Oh, it's so awesome.